Welcome back to the Excel Renovation project. We started on July 1st and we are now in week 8. We're happy today to have Chris Lawrence with us. Chris is the General Manager for Global Spectrum, operating this building and the stadium at Rensselaer Field.
It's been a quick 8 weeks, and certainly a lot of credit goes to yourself and Casey and all the labor that's gone into it, but the fact of where we're at now and where we started 8 weeks ago is certainly a credit to everyone's planning and execution. It's moving along very nicely.
All right, so I'm standing in one of the 4 main entrances right now. This happens to be our yellow node, which will be themed after Connecticut and the history of Connecticut and important features for the state. Really getting a sense for redoing these concourses, redoing these nodes will allow people to visually have a feel for where they are, whether it's a meetup, but also coming into the building for the first time, it's a more of a welcoming feel, brighter colors, more light, and then some of the imagery that'll be added as well really give kind of that you are in the sports arena, and that's one of the cosmetic approaches that we were trying to get after. Being able to go through the facility with Governor Malloy and get an understanding of really what his thoughts and visions were of the space, and then specifically the fan club, which was ultimately his idea. And I think as we stood in where that will live right now, we all kind of looked at each other and said, oh, wow, what a great idea this is. It's going to allow people a completely different experience than what they've had in the facility before, open-ended to concert stages, but also a tremendous sightline for hockey, basketball, other shows. We really have a heavy feature on Connecticut local breweries. You can see now the offerings that it'll have with 2 full bars, one here, one at the other end. General meetup area or a platform here, a deck that overlooks the bowl. Looking through here, it's a great sight line for no matter what, whether it be a concert or a hockey game. And really having that energy inside the bowl, I think, will help people too. For the casual spectator sitting over in section 111 to be able to look out into the bowl, and with televisions and people standing up on a deck overlooking the game, it'll be a pretty cool, unique experience, I think, and something that's pretty popular in newer arenas these days. A new center hung scoreboard, which will be HD capabilities. Also new corner scoreboards that will be added up in the 4 corners, making them uniform. I think we'll really add a new feature, bring some energy, bring some life into the arena when people in here. Flashing signs, flashing messages. We'll really make it feel like a state-of-the-art facility when people sit in the bowl and they're enjoying their game, and really add to the game presentation elements that we can look to bring specifically on the Wolfpack and UConn side. So really excited about those as they continue to kind of get finished. And then lastly, I think another important feature was the addition of ADA seating that we were able to add to the lower bowl. Really give our fans that full experience up in the 4 corners, and we're excited about it. With big events starting off, obviously finishing up a couple concerts here through the end of the construction project with Tom Petty and Cher in September. Then we get into our official relaunch date, October 8th, Knicks Celtics preseason game. Wolfpack home opener, October 18th. UConn hockey, November 5th versus Boston College, their first game in Hockey East. UConn men's and women's basketball will be tipping off in November. Fleetwood VAC is November 1st. And then highlighted by the American Conference Men's Basketball Championship Tournament in March. So obviously our challenge was to make an impact here, and I think we've done that. I think we're turning this place into a building that the people of Hartford and the Capital Region can really be excited about. And as far as the events goes, I think we have an exciting schedule that people will come down to. They'll enjoy the events, but they'll also feel comfortable in somewhat of a brand new building. So we're really looking forward to it.